Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with a fabulous film score, courtesy of the Naxos Film Music Classics Edition. It's The Egyptian. Yes, a grand, panoramic, cast of thousands, cinemascope spectacular with a 100-minute score, artfully reduced to 71 continuous minutes by John Morgan and William Stromberg. They did a really good job, and performed by the Moscow Symphony with chorus. Now, the cool thing about this particular score is that it was a collaboration between two of the greatest film music composers of the 20th century, Alfred Newman and Bernard Herrmann. Wow, yeah. And Bernard Herrmann didn't get along with anybody, so this is kind of amazing that the two of them got along so well. About 2/3 of the score was written by Herrmann, the other third, at least in this thing here, by Alfred Newman. And it's very consistent. You know, you don't really notice who did what, but it's really, really hot stuff. And I love the piece. The fact of the matter is, it's written for just an enormous orchestra. I just love the orchestration here. Let's see what we got here. You ready for this? Here we have 3 flutes, all doubling on alto flutes and piccolos, 3 oboes, all doubling on English horns, and 1 also doubling on oboe d'amore, and a bass oboe, 5 clarinets, with 2 playing bass clarinet, 3 bassoons, the 3rd doubling contrabassoon, normal brass, that's 4 horns, 3 trumpets, 3 trombones, and tuba, 5 players doing percussion with all kinds of cool stuff, finger cymbals and sistrums, and, you know, that kind of exotica. And then 2 harps, celesta, organ pedal, piano, and strings. Yummy, yummy, yummy. It's really, really cool. I'm going to play you some of it. But the story. Okay, the story is one of those 1950s, you know, this was the big Bible pick era. And this is not a Bible pick, but it's in the same tradition because it's about a guy, actually Akhenaten. Remember Philip Glass's Akhenaten? He shows up in this. It's about monotheism, the rise of monotheism. In this case, in Egypt, worship of the sun god alone, which causes a great deal of internecine strife. And the person who is doing the worshiping, or eventually, is named Sinuhe. And Sinuhe is the son of the old pharaoh, all from one of his minor wives, and he doesn't know it, and he's put in a boat and sent down the Nile. Remember that story? Sound familiar? It's full of quasi-biblical resonances, and apparently it was a bomb because it wasn't very well acted, but the music's great. As is so often the case with trashy movies, full of exotic locations and larger-than-life characters and events, you know, it gives you an opportunity to write just amazing music, and sometimes it saves the film, and sometimes it doesn't. Most of the time it doesn't, but the score deserves to exist independently, and so here it is with the Moscow Symphony, and I actually particularly like this because I donated their tam-tam a ways back, and I think I hear it in this performance. I liked that tam-tam. It had a very characteristic sound, and this is definitely the tam-tam. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's just beautiful. And I want to play you some excerpts so we can have a little fun. I mean, there's all kinds of cool stuff here. What are we starting with? Oh, let's start with the prelude, shall we? It has the wordless chorus oohing and eyeing and the harps thwanging along, and it's only a minute and a bit, and it's by Herrmann. But here is the prelude to the Egyptian. Yummy, isn't it? Then let's see, what do we got next here? Oh, yeah. There is a fabulous little track, like 45 seconds long, called Sights, Sounds, and Smells by Newman, which is supposed to give you the flavor of ancient Egypt, as if you're strolling down the boulevard, looking at, ancient Egyptians doing what ancient Egyptians did. And it's just delicious. Here you go. Yeah, see what I mean? This is just fun. It's fun music, and it's terrific continuous listening. It really is. It's got lots of variety and contrast. But there is a chariot race in here, a real honest-to-goodness chariot race that Bernard Herrmann wrote. And Herrmann was really good at action music. Actually, Newman would not have done it this way, because Herrmann is really big on brass thudding, pounding, rhythmic, stuff. And this is one of those moments. There's also a track called Danse Macabre and a battle scene, which are just brutal. They're really, really thrilling. And those are all by Herrmann. But here is the chariot. The chariot is not a race. It's just a chariot thing. They're running around on a chariot, right? Isn't that what it says? Hang on a minute. I'll tell you exactly what it is. It's a chariot ride. But it's a fast one because they're all drunk, so it's okay. Here you go. The chariot ride. Isn't that enough to make you want to hear the whole thing? All 71 fun-filled minutes of lovely Hollywood exotica. I love this stuff. I really do. Everyone says it's like trashy and kitschy, and that's exactly what I love about it, because it's honest. It doesn't matter whether something's tasteful or not. What matters is whether it knows what it is and celebrates what it is. And that way, and if you like it, you like it. If you don't like it, you don't like it, and that's perfectly fine. Right? So, congratulations to William Stromberg and John Morgan for bringing us back at The Egyptian by Newman and Herrmann. What a wonderful collaboration and a terrific film and oodles of fun. So keep on listening, friends. Thank you so much for joining me. Take care.